guys, my name is Attorney Walter Nahm. We're going to be going over a kind of a weird truth about America that we don't really talk about in the news. We don't really see it, throughout the newspapers and the magazines and things like that. A weird truth that would fix America. Let's talk about it. Number one, education without high loan burdens usually leads to more work product production, right? Because the person is able to work more, get the benefit of more of that money, enjoy it more. That's a good thing, right? Because if they have high loan, basically burdens on them, they're not going to want to work more because they're constantly seeing whatever money they earn go to these loans. Two, more work product production leads to more taxable income. So if people are happier and they want to earn more and they can do more, they want to buy the better boat, they want to buy the better car, whatever, that usually leads to more tax dollars going to the U.S. government. That's good. Three, more taxable work product production means a higher GDP. That means overall, when we measure how tall as we are as a country standing up against other countries, it means that we are taller. We've got more GDP. We're doing better. We have more gross domestic product. Number four, a higher gross domestic product that pays for more taxes leads to more government spending to protect its standing among other countries. We'll have a better military, a better social security system, a better health insurance system. We'll keep our little farm ants working and working and working and making more money to pay for the things that the government wants. Five, so if the country values its people based on its GDP, which of course it does, then why would we charge people loans to go to school? If school creates taxable work product, student loans would need to be more profitable than the higher GDP you would get from people getting educated, and then spending that loan less money on taxable goods. Think about that. What does that mean? It means that we're going to do an analysis. Does it make more money for the United States government for people to, buy more stuff, pay more taxes? Or does it make more money for the United States government to go ahead and have more student loans that people are paying back? 6, since student loans are so profitable, more so than workers using extra cash to buy taxable things, it would be in the government's best interest to have more student loans. Hence, why we realistically have student loans that are backed, subsidized, whatever you want to call it, by the federal government. You know why? It's very simple. It's because that cash cow is so incredibly profitable that it is more profitable than taxing people's money down the line when they have more money to buy things with. Think about that. Loans, the business of banks. The business of banks is not holding money for people to just constantly withdraw and spend things on No. The business of banks, it's loans. Like credit cards. Those are just loans, but with a piece of plastic. So what do? Well, the federal government, we got to ask ourselves, are they going to forgive student loans? Well, no. They're not going to forgive student loans. The cash cow is not going to be murdered. It's not. The federal government will not go after its cash cow known as student loans because it produces billions. It produces billions of dollars for the federal government. It used to provide billions of dollars for for privatized loan companies. But then the government stepped in and said, well, we need to make it equal access for everybody, and therefore we need to go ahead and have low interest rate potentials and people to buy in. Everybody needs to have this option where their parents can afford to help them. They played that coin. They said, here's this chip. We're going to play that. Here's our card, the Fed card. We're going to play that. But in reality, the federal government took over these loans because they make a lot of money. More money than letting people get a lot of money from working and earning capitalism and then paying taxes on it. So think about that. Are these student loans going anywhere? No, they're not going anywhere. One of the most popular things that's signed, petitions on change.org, is to wipe out student loans or wipe out a portion of student loans. You think they're going to do anything about it? The voices of the people, the petitions with all those signatures. You think they don't see that? You don't think that they're not, we hear it, but we're not going to do anything about it? They understand that it's there. They can see it. They know it's there. It's in the back of their mind. But it's too profitable. It's too profitable for the federal government to enslave Americans into an education system where for the rest of their life, like me, I'll be 60 years old when I pay it off. Actually, I'll be a little bit over 60. Like me, who will for the rest of their life have to pay for student loans. But now think about it. What happens to guys like me? Well, guys like me, they work, they get tired of working and then paying for these student loans. They get tired of it. Oh, no, it's not $100,000. It's not $150,000. It's not $200,000. It's not $250,000. I started out with $500,000 in debt. I'm down to $350,000 now. With COVID, it went a little bit up. So I want you to just think about it for a moment. Is anybody really that surprised that the government constantly hears people saying, get rid of student loans, and the government officials are going, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. That's why. Student loans and their profitability is here. Not charging people ridiculous student loans and then having them go out and earn lots of money that's taxable is here. The federal government chose slavery over success of the people. Never forget that. All right, guys, that is one of the things that needs to change in this country, and that's across the board. Attorneys need to fight it. People need to fight it. It is something that needs to change. And here's why. The quality of life of people will go significantly up. People won't have to work necessarily as hard to achieve what they're already earning at the end of the day, their bottom line. Or people will be inspired to earn more because they'll get to keep more of it. You'll have people on both sides of that fence. But never forget, financial slavery in America does exist. It was chosen by the federal government. And a lot of people live under it every single day. Sad. It's not good. All right. My name is Attorney Walter Knott. That's the dogs in the background. I'll catch you a little bit later. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave 5 stars. I'll catch you a little bit later. And also, we have some cool new things coming out about the new acts. I hope some of these acts will pass in part with some of the things that they have. Remember, stay tuned. We'll catch up from there. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.